So for my first guest for this podcast, I am very much honored to be interviewing one of my good friends and also someone I look up to. Josh, thank you so much for joining us here in halftime.
Hi, Denise. Hello. Hi.
I think it means something kasi alam ko, the news just came out na Philippine Airlines is, retrenching its workers and, this COVID is really taking its toll on everyone with, not just with sports, but also, I guess, with employment. And I wanted to know how it is for you. I mean, you just posted on Instagram na, it's quite heartbreaking, especially since you left volleyball. After 10 years in volleyball, you left it to be, of course, a flight steward. And then all of a sudden, nawala. So, ano nangyari?
Ayun, Denise. Right now, I still, it's really heavy talaga kasi the news came out like a couple of days. Like, that was Feb 2. Feb 2 lang yun eh. And then the day before that, my uncle died then.
Oh, wow.
So, talagang double, di ba? Double killer talaga. So, ayun, like sabi mo nga, I left volleyball na sobrang tagal ko na siyang career. Tapos to be a flight attendant. And then, eto lang, COVID happened eh. So, it's not that, kumbaga, parang, I just want to be optimistic na lang din. Kasi, it's no one's fault. I mean, it's COVID's fault. Pero, kumbaga, di ba? Pero wala eh. Wala kang mabiblame eh. Kasi parang everyone's affected talaga. So, kahit gaano kasakit.
Exactly. Everyone's suffering in their own way. And
yeah.
Like, as you can see the picture here, I remember when you posted that photo and I think the whole internet just went wild. Kasi parang after you graduated and then you were playing for Signal. So parang, alam mo yun, it was like everyone knew and I think everyone expected that the next move for Josh Villanueva was to go professional volleyball.
Yeah.
Pero how was the decision process like? Na parang, sabi mo nga, 10 years of playing volleyball is no joke. What made you decide to like suddenly shift course? Sobrang a different kind of flying na to eh.
Yeah, yeah. Tama nga, Denise. Well, it's not that parang naano ako eh. Hindi naman sa nagsawa. Pero kasi I really love playing volleyball. Pero nung nagkaroon ng job opportunity, like one of my friends asked me if I wanted to, apply for Philippine Airlines. Sabi niya parang he can, isabay niya daw yung resume ko, sabi niya. So, sabi ko, sige, try lang naman. Pero hindi ko naman like talagang gusto. Sabi ko, try lang para just in case, di ba? Tapos, nung na-accept, nung yung resume, sabi nila, nag-schedule na for an interview. And then, medyo, yung process ng pag-hire sa Philippine Airlines, talagang very, talaga, kumbaga.
Exactly. It's like one of the most established airlines in the country.
Tsaka sobrang hirap na parang, if you fail one step, wala na eh. Talagang tapos ka and cut na yung line mo.
Pwede mo ba ikwento sa amin yung steps?
Oh, yes. Okay naman. Well, sa steps kasi usually when you submit your resume, the first step would be syempre impact interview, just like any other job. And then, weekly siya eh. So once you pass this itong step na to, step 1, impact interview, you go back the next week para for a physical examination. And then, kapag you gotta check your eyesight and everything, ganyan yung weight ko okay. Dapat BMI is very important. Dapat healthy ka. Tapos, third step parang third week kumbaga, another set of interviews. And then, fourth week, parang interviews naman by groups, ganun eh. Tapos, fifth was, may mga exams pa, ganyan, mga IQ test, mga personality test, kasama mga personality test.
Ano yung personality mo?
Wala, sobrang hirap kasi ng mga questions as in, they ask you things about honesty, ganyan. Sobrang magmamatter yung mga sagot mo. You can't fake it eh. You have to be real talaga. Kasi, I don't know, parang may times sa exam na they know if you're lying. Sobrang weird. Oh, yeah.
Seryoso?
Yeah. So, tapos, final interview, like 8th week, 9th week, final interview
Wow, so for
Like,
more than a month talaga siya, no?
more than naman talaga yung process. Kaya at that time, ang hirap ding mag-let go sa volleyball kasi hindi
Yeah.
talaga siya, kumbaga, hindi siya final eh.
Yeah.
So, yun nga, talagang dinahandahan ko siya bago ko siya i-ano sa social media or like sa mga accounts ko. And then, nung nakapasa sa training, hindi pa rin sure yun kasi when you fail, like, you're given kasi we call them lifelines eh.
Okay.
So, you get 3 of those, 3 for your whole training, if you fail 3 times, tanggal ka eh. So, ayun.
You
So,
never
mahirap
failed
talaga.
naman, of course.
No.
Or did
Buti
you?
na lang daw nag-fail.
Kahit may 3 lifelines ka.
Hindi ako nakagamit ng isa.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But like, what was going through your mind? Because, like you said, you had it was slowly letting volleyball go
Mhm.
while you were doing your applications. I mean, did you have any second thoughts na parang, was being a flight steward really something that you wanted to do? Or parang it just came to you out of circumstance kasi diba sabi mo nga, yung kaibigan mo parang tinanong ka na, Josh, gusto mo ba sumabay na lang when I submit my resume?
Well, it was one of my plans talaga dream to be a flight attendant. But then, I don't know where to start eh. Like, I get to see lang yung mga post minsan na parang you have to line up, mga ganyan,
Yeah.
di ba? Or, yun talaga, wala talaga idea kung paano ko mag-apply. Do I go there sa office to submit my resume? Who do I contact? Wala eh. So, yun lang. Nung nag-open talaga yung opportunity na yun, kinab ko na talaga. And then second thoughts, sobra grabe. As in every day, I think, sobra grabe. Kasi parang, talaga ba, i-let go ko yung paglalaro. Kasi yun nga eh, parang, nag-try ako mag-focus into a different side naman. Kasi I really want to grow eh. For me, I'm not saying na there's no growth in volleyball.
Yeah, of course.
I just want to try something else. Kasi parang, wala lang. I know that I can offer something else when it comes to different fields. So, yun.
I know. I mean, you also dabbled a bit on modeling. Pero mamaya na muna yun. Dito muna tayo sa ano mo. So, when you finally got accepted, tell us about that. And that pivotal moment na talagang, okay, I'm deciding na to be a flight attendant. When you finally posted that photo on Instagram na I'm letting volleyball go. Tell us the motions, the emotion, the reactions of people. Because you had quite a fan base. I mean, for playing for the Ateneo men's, tapos, you're also quite well known. You're good looking. You have lots of fans. So, kumusta naman yung naging reception nila na parang, oh wow, so hindi na namin makita si Josh maglaro?
Ayun din, nung nag-post din ako noon, ang daming nag-message as in, like friends, mga fans, ganyan na parang, sobrang ano din ako noon, parang, what do you call it? Like, sobrang sad, but then, yung mga messages ng mga tao sa akin na parang, they'll just support, ganyan, nakakatuwa naman na parang, we're always here, or like sinasabi ka din nila, like volleyball will always be there. Tapos, ayun, so, medyo naging happy pa rin naman ako na.
But how did volleyball, do you think being a volleyball player helped you become a good flight steward? Do you think what are the qualities that help you become a good flight steward with what you were doing?
Well, kasi sa mga job interviews ko, whenever I try to, because you have to sell yourself sa kanila eh.
Yeah.
I always talk about volleyball eh. I always tell them that I'm a team player kasi it's the same it's the same din when it comes to flying or working as a flight attendant. You work in teams eh, in a group. So it's the same. Discipline, value for time, it's all the same eh. It's just like a different setup lang, pero para siyang sport din. So, sobrang nakatulong sa akin yung pagiging athlete ko. And also, minsan nakakatawa, I always tell them that I can lift heavy baggages. Kasi, di ba? I can help people reach.
I wanted to ask nga, in your flights, may naka-recognize ba sa'yo na fan? Or like, has a fan ever?
Nakakatawa na nagugulat sila na nandoon ako parang sila. Tapos kasi pag during the flight eh mahirap kasi pag magpa-picture pero after the flight nung in-entertain ko naman sila tsaka tsaka mga moms ng mga ibang players, mga family nila ganyan.
Yeah, so how is that experience like? Because I mean, aside from also people, example, mga fans nga, yun nga, they ride the plane and then they see you. How about you? Meron ka bang, I guess, it's a starstruck when you see, I guess, an artista in the plane and you're like,
Mhm.
oh wow, okay, I also want to take a picture. Has it ever happened?
Yeah, oo. Posted before, pinaka na, hindi naman starstruck, pero like, nagulat ako na naging passenger ko siya was Jericho Rosales.
Ah, we all love
Yeah,
him.
Jericho Rosales talaga kasi he was in business class. Tapos, but I was supposed to work for economy, but then one of my seniors, flight attendant and a girl, she said that she's tired na and she just want to work sa economy, sabi niya. Kung okay lang, nakiusap siya sa akin eh. Like, yeah, okay lang ako mag-business class. Kasi when it comes to business class, medyo tiring din siya kasi it's more of finesse sa galaw eh. Kasi when sa economy kasi more on physical eh. Kasi marami yun eh. Pag business class, diba, like, konti lang.
Exactly. And you always have to attend to the passengers talaga eh. Mas more
Yeah,
atun ka.
tama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, ayun, tapos nagulat ako. This was a flight from Cebu to Manila. Tapos, naging passenger ko si Jerry Gonzalez. Sobrang bait. Oo.
Now, after you got accepted, parang everything we were seeing in your posts from volleyball practices, it suddenly became beautiful places that you've been. And of all the places that you've been so far, like what was your favorite? What was your favorite memory?
Favorite memory was, I would say, dalawa eh. One's London talaga. Kasi sobrang dream ko talaga mapunta ng London because, yung mga, when we say London, yung gloomy weather, yung ganyan.
Yeah.
So, Big Ben. So, nung nadating ako doon, wow, grabe. As in, sobrang nagulat talaga ako eh. Sobrang wow. First flight ko to London. Tapos, another would be Vancouver because we went hiking eh.
Yeah.
And what do you call that? Forgot the name of the place that we went to. But it's one of the shooting places of Riverdale. Yung Netflix series.
Yeah, okay.
Kumbaga yung Sweetwater River, parang gano'n. One of the places there was shot. One of the scenes doon nag-shoot. So yeah.
But I think the most memorable of all your posts was I think you were flying na then was when you posted a picture of you and your mother na after 7 years ba? 7 years too. What can you tell us about that story na you were separated?
Yeah. Yung sa what do you call this? Because my parents got separated when I was young. So I was brought, because talagang we lived in the States eh. So when they separated, my dad brought me home here sa Philippines. And then, so dun kami na-separate ng mom ko. Tapos, yun, that's a volleyball din eh. Yun yung way na nakita niya ako. I was playing UAP, and then someone messaged her that there's this Josh Villanueva playing. And then she watched, and sabi niya, siya nga. Yeah. So, yun. Minessage niya ako na. Tapos, parang 1 year pa bago ko mabasa yung message eh. Because it was
1 year?
Oo, kasi it was in the message request. I didn't know.
Oh my gosh, 1 year, Josh.
Oo, 1 year pa yon after niya ako i-message. I didn't know na nandun siya sa message requests.
So, but at that time, diba, you were already a flight steward. So, it was easier to... How was the reconnection like after that?
Ayun din, sobrang saya kasi... sobrang saya because whenever I fly to the States kasi I always... It's either California. Pag California, I get to see my mom. Pag San Francisco, I get to see my dad. So, yun. So, always, I would bid flights to the US para talaga to see them and to spend time.
And how is that like now? Because, with COVID, aside from not being able to first play, second work, third, be even with your family, how is staying connected? I don't know, what have you done to still feel close to them? Especially with your mom, nga, like it's been so long since you've seen her, tas biglang,
Ganun,
again, ganon ulit. Parang, paano na yun?
Wala, just keep in touch through mga messenger, Instagram, ganun lang. Just keep in touch every day from time to time. Kamustahan, tapos ganun lang. Because hindi naman pero wala talagang nasanay na rin ako sa sa independent life eh. like being away from them. So, yeah, kaya naman.
Kaya naman. Kinakaya.
Kinakaya naman, yeah. And nandiyan na may mga friends din na who are family na rin to me. Yeah.
So you mentioned kanina, UAAP has plays a big role in your life. First, it offered you to reconnect with your mom, but it also cemented your name as one of the such a notable player in volleyball here in the Philippines. And you even got to play in the SEA Games.
Yeah.
Can you tell us now how you started with your journey with volleyball?
So, medyo late na ako nag-start. I started playing volleyball, third year high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, third year high school na lang. Kasi before volleyball, I played basketball. I played...
Bakit may tawa? Bakit hindi ka nag-stay sa basketball?
Wala lang, ako ko. Hindi naman sa masaya naman siya, pero mas na-enjoy ko talaga volleyball. And then I tried karate. Yeah. And then I played badminton. Tapos, doon ako nag-shift to volleyball. Parang nakakatawa yung kwento one time sa high school, third year high school. I saw the volleyball team.
Yeah.
Kasi di ba sa high school, uso yung mga intrams. And then,
True, yeah.
if you're tall, you get to join. So, uy, saan ka din ang tangkad mo, di ba? So, yun, parang doon pa lang.
Saan to? Saan high school to?
Nagsayo sa Fairview, sa may School of St. Anthony. So, yun. So, parang nakahiligan ko nung intrams pa lang. Tapos, nung one time, I saw the mismong high school team training sa court one afternoon, like uwian. And then, nilapit ako yung coach. Sabi ko, hi, kayo po ba yung coach dito? Sabi ko. Sabi niya, yes, sabi niya. Okay, pwede po ba akong mag-try out? Sabi ko.
Wow, aggressive. Ikaw talaga yung nag-seek
Sabi ko,
no?
yeah, ako lumapit talaga. Sabi ko, baka pwede po ako mag-try out. Sabi ko, sige, punta ka dito. Siguro tomorrow. Kasi wala ko din ako dalang stuff na yun. So sabi niya. Tapos yun na, doon na nag-start. Tapos, ayun, ng fourth year, naging captain ng team. Like, through 1 year talaga nag-work, work hard para maano yung mga skills. Tapos, na-recruit din ako sa mga like yung mga divisions, mga ganyan.
Yeah.
Tapos, I also played for NCR.
Sa palarong pambansa?
Before that, like, I represented, NCR ba eh?
Yeah. Pero how did you end up in Ateneo? Like, after...
Okay. May isang league, it's AAPS, I think AAPS division. So that's for Quezon City. So parang semis match. Yeah, semis match against, I think it was against Claret. And then one of the officials was si Coach Ato. Siya yung coach before ng Ateneo.
Yeah.
Then, so after nung game, he approached me and then asked me if I wanted to like see Ateneo and try lang. And back then I was an open spiker, so hindi pa ako middle nun.
Oh my gosh, parang ang hirap i-imagine na you're not a blocker.
Oo, open spiker ako nun kasi parang I was the tallest din sa team eh, so parang, yeah.
And then how did the recruitment go after that? I mean, were there other schools also or was it Ateneo from the get-go?
I was, so bali dalawa, it was just Ateneo and UP.
Okay.
So,
kamusta naman yung recruitment sa UP? Paano yung nangyari?
Sa UP naman, kasi yung kalaban sa high school team ko, may kalaban kaming school, it was Mater Carmeli. And then, some of the players there have friends sa UP, who played for UP. And also, yung isa sa alumni nung school ko was playing for UP din.
Okay.
So, he asked me then kung gusto kong mag-try mag-UP. So, actually, UP was first talaga to offer. And then, nagtitraining na rin ako sa kanila nun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Kasi, malakas din yung UP at that time eh. Tapos, si Ateneo nag-offer din. Nag-try lang din ako. Tapos, nag-pick ng asset, ganyan. Tapos, ayun, pinili ko yung Ateneo. I don't know. It was just, I wanted to be at Ateneo. Like,
really?
seeing everything. Like, the place, ganyan. Tapos yung people. Ateneo.
And then, how did your journey from the UAAP began? Parang, was it tough in the first? I mean... Of course, alam ko na you entered late third year but you were still able to, play in other divisions. Pero, alam mo yung sinasabi nila na iba talaga yung competition sa UAAP, iba yung energy and everything. So parang, how was the adjustment?
it was really tough kasi hindi na siya biro eh. Kasi pag high school, di ba, like,
Yeah.
well, hindi ko masabing mas like, less aggressive. Pero kasi sa college talagang pukpukan eh, di ba?
True.
Talagang palakasan eh. So, first year, syempre mga rookies, ganyan, medyo happy-go-lucky. So, hindi pa masyadong focus, ganyan. Tapos that time, second year ko, the time that Coach Oliver went back sa Ateneo. And then doon na nag-start yung history namin. Binago niya yung sistema ng team and everything. Ginawa niya ako middle blocker. Yeah. It was all Coach O's work.
But you know how sometimes Coach O really does change the position sometimes from the original one.
Yeah.
And at first, it's not met with warmth.
Yeah.
Sa'yo ba? Did you relax, sige, I'll take the middle blocker? Or did you protest ng kahit slight?
Hindi. Kumbaga na lang ako, napahinga na ako ng malalim. Like, wala eh. Sabi niya, maging gitna kayo. Wala eh.
So, as in, wala talaga? Hindi ka nag-react? As in, hingang malalim lang?
Yeah, doon nag-react. Tapos, yun. Tapos, nung sabi ko, okay rin naman pala maging middle. So, yeah. G ako.
Do you remember your first game in the UAAP as a rookie? Were there jitters?
Well, kasi nung first year ko, hindi ako first six eh. Kasi nandun pa mostly yung mga seniors namin. Second year, yeah. Oo, sobrang kakaiba yung feeling talaga when you play sa UAAP. Kasi iba talaga yung feeling eh. Yung court, di ba, Taraflex, ganyan.
Yeah.
Tapos get to wear the blue and white jersey. So, sobrang nakaka-excite. By the same, nakaka-nervous talaga.
I think it's one thing, as a fan of course, the UAAP, and also someone who's reported on it, you see the players, lagi mo naririnig na, iba UAAP, ibang-iba talaga. Pero, as a player, na you get to experience all of these things, especially also the fans, it's like, it's a whole new world.
Yeah.
And suddenly, you rose to stardom also. And you also became one of those shining stars in that world. How was that rise to, hindi man rise to fame, grabe naman. Pero parang ganun na rin eh.
Wala, lang yun. Parang kumbaga plus points na lang yun eh, di ba? Kasi parang all we wanted at that time was to give back talaga to the Ateneo eh. Kasi parang, di ba, parang nagpapakahirap ka everyday. And then, why not set a goal, di ba? So, inunti-unti yun namin, parang, our goal this first was just to reach the finals, ganyan. And then, doon na dumating yung, we wanted a gold medal. So, ayun, when you win talaga eh, everything follows eh. Di ba? Everyone would, mas mabibelieve sila sa inyo, mas ma-inspire sila. And ayun, that's when people come in and then, like, become close with them.
But winning is hard, especially during that time. Ateneo wasn't the strongest team.
Yeah.
So, parang you weren't even considered a threat to some universities.
Because we placed last or second to the last madalas eh. So, ayun, talagang it also became our na rin doon at the time. Our parang fire to really work hard.
Does it ever get hard? I mean, yun na nga, sometimes iba kasi pag iba yung tingin sa'yo ng mga kalaban mo, iba rin yung laro towards you. It can be a bit lazy sometimes. Did you ever feel that? Like, and how did the team rise above that? Parang alam ko sinabi mo ginawa niyo ang fire, pero ano yung mga steps na to get to where you are when you graduated and when you won that first championship?
Siguro like we started individually first, like nag-focus kami sa skills ng bawat isa, ganyan. Because Coach O, he's very parang precise when it comes to yung individual skills. And then that's when he puts everything together, parang to work together. Yeah, tapos ayun. Parang it's more of he started talaga sa individual para when it comes to the team, parang kumbaga magbe-blend in kami. And also communication talaga. He said it's really important sa team.
What did he work on with you?
with me, first was to lose weight. Oo. Kasi sa middle talagang talagang pabilisan tsaka
Yung vertical.
yeah, vertical. Tapos habol ka pa ng habol sa block. Then yung pasok ka na ng pasok kahit di ka nabibigyan, di ba? So, he really worked on me for with losing weight muna. Tapos, yun. Tapos with
Did you have to lose a lot?
Hindi naman, pero at least mabawasan nung time. Kasi medyo chubby din ako nung time na yun. Na parang, it was really hard for me kasi na like to run, like, to make habol ng mga bola. So, yeah. So, it was really losing weight. Tapos, footwork din. Yun.
Grabe, sabi mo, ang dami. Dalawa lang naman, Josh. Weight lang naman, saka footwork. Grabe ka makadami.
Yun yung sa akin. Tsaka yung attitude talaga. It was the attitude. It's always the attitude. No matter what you do. Kahit na if you have like everything, you have the like physical means or what. If you don't have the right attitude, it sayang eh. Hindi mo yun magagamit. It's the attitude.
So ano yung attitude mo before all of that whole changing ni Coach O?
Ayun, parang sabi ko, parang we didn't play for a reason eh, parang gano'n. Na tapos yung parang when we play, yung parang wala kaming konting angas or like yabang. Hindi naman like you have to be mayabang, pero yung parang you just have to like help yourself to lift yourself na parang we have to do this, ganyan. Para naman, di ba, may onting, kumbaga, what do you call this, parang may onting...
Sabi sinasabi lang swag, di ba? Yung parang,
yeah, parang
swag.
Parang swag, ganyan. Tapos, ayun, just think why are you playing volleyball? Like, who are you playing for? Why do you need to win? Ganun. Why do you have to wake up every day, 6 a.m. in the morning, ganyan? Why do we have to train twice a day? Yes, yun talaga.
And how did it finally feel like when you were getting all of these wins and finally yung mga ibang schools na, oh wow, okay, para nakikita natin na medyo contender na tong Ateneo
Mm-hmm.
And how did it feel that finally all the hard work was paying off? Na, yes, I lost some weight, I practiced my footwork, nandito na yung swag namin.
Mm-hmm.
Kulang na lang talaga yung panalo. But kamusta yung feeling overall personally and also as a team?
Personally, nung napanalo naman yung first championship namin, wala, sobrang nakakayak talaga. Like, everyone cried talaga kasi ang hirap talaga nung time na yun na parang hindi namin akalain na we would get a gold medal. Because, it was a turn of events talaga. As in, sobrang nagbago lahat ng second year na yun. Third year ko. Yeah. Then from that, nung panalo, kasi when you get something, di ba, it gives you more inspiration na parang
it does.
You have to hold on to this, ganyan. So yun, parang nakatulong din yun na we won that. That was the sweetest one, yung first championship. Kasi then that's where everything, like, history na talaga yung dalawang sumunod. So yeah, it was really
so the sweetest one yun nga is always the first, pero ang pinakamahirap kasi is the second win. Because like, how do you
sustain it?
Oh.
But so, for me, it was the last one. It was my last year. It was yung last year yung hardest kasi parang you want to exit, di ba? You want to exit with a bang.
Yeah.
And yun, at least kahit pa paano, nakakuha rin ng championship bago graduate.
Did you play in the SEA Games while you were in college? You did, right?
Yeah. That was 2015.
Yeah. So how was it like juggling? Kasi intense na nga yung training. There's school to begin with also. And then here you are, you're representing the Philippines pa. Parang in men's volleyball. And, in the Philippines, men's volleyball during that time wasn't as big as how it is now.
Yeah.
But internationally, men's volleyball is intense, doesn't even cover it.
Yeah.
So now, from high school, and then the UAAP, and then here you have it. You're like gonna compete in the SEA Games. Parang, I don't know, did you get overwhelmed with feelings na parang you're seeing how far I've come? Like, wow, these are the stages of my life.
Nakaka-overwhelmed din kasi parang, hindi ako first six sa SEA Games pero like just to be a part of that,
yes,
team, to go there, magka-jersey ka, ma-represent the Philippines, diba? Sobrang laking bagay na. And yeah, sobrang nakaka-overwhelm kasi, like again, hindi mo akalaing mangyayari yun eh. Diba? Parang, at first, volleyball was just like, parang like a hobby, diba? Tapos, if you really work hard talaga, you get to get these kinds of, of achievements eh. Tapos yun, isa yun din sa mga ko sa career ko na nakapag-SEA Games din ako at least once na parang na-fulfill na rin ako doon sa part na yun. Yeah.
Parang ang rami mong na tick off in your list of things to do.
Yeah, totoo. In fairness nga, Denice, parang nakakatuwa naman at ang daming blessings kahit pa paano yung mga ganyang bagay. I get to, part of the bucket list tapos na-achieve ko. Sobrang nakaka-happy.
And I think the best part, I mean, like, as I get to talk to you, and when people don't see, I mean, because you know how people, mukhang matapang si Josh pag nakikita nyo. Like, pag naka-poker face, you have like, I'm untouchable. But you're a very easygoing guy.
Yeah.
And it shows also with how you live your life that, you know, you're just the type to really just go with the flow in a sense now, wherever life takes me, like, bring it on. I'm going to do my best and I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, as of now, like, what's the best place that life has taken you?
Ooh, good question. I think it would be yun nga talaga, yung naging flight attendant ako. Like, that's the talaga. That's the last thing na, kumbaga, that's the best for now. Naging flight attendant ako with the help of everything that I've put into sa volleyball career. Just shifting to the more, parang career-oriented path. So yun. I was really being a flight attendant.
Did you have any, I guess, regrets during your collegiate career?
Collegiate career? Wala.
Yeah,
wala naman naging regrets. Kasi looking at everything naman, diba? Parang everything was okay naman.
It was more than okay. You had
It was more than okay. Oh, yeah. It was more than okay.
Like, it's not everything na parang you guys, your team cemented Ateneo men's volleyball team sa UAP. Like, you guys were the team that suddenly brought the attention of the fans as well to the team. Parang, alam na natin na may fans talaga yung women's eh. Pero yung team nyo, dun talaga also nagkaroon ng mga nagmahal sa Ateneo men's.
Yeah.
And that carried on also when you started playing pro, you know, for Signal. But here, like, what's the difference like, I guess? Meron bang difference na naglaro ka sa pro? Kasi alam ko, kasama mo pa rin mga teammates mo eh. Di ba sila Rex pa rin?
Yeah.
Mark?
Yeah. Sa pro naman, parang pa rin. Kumbaga, it's more of because parang alam mo na yung mga gagawin mo dapat eh. So you just have to, kumbaga, to work things a little bit more. Kasi sa pro, di ba, may sweldo na, kumbaga, di ba? Binabayaran ka na to play eh. So, it's really a responsibility din eh. So, yun. Parang, yun, work din siya kahit papaano na you go to training then every day, ganyan. You give your everything kasi, yun nga, you have to represent the company that you're playing for and then you get paid then also. So, yeah.
Like, you hear all of these players also, how they describe volleyball is in different ways. And naririnig natin also na volleyball kasi was a way for them to, you know, study in college, you know, travel, and all of those things. Pero, para sa'yo, volleyball is blank.
Oh, hirap pa. I would say volleyball is my parang foundation. Kasi
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the, kumbaga, siya yung nasa ilalim ng lahat. Siya yung parang pillars nung kumbaga. Kasi, wala, parang without volleyball, I wouldn't be here eh. Sabi rin ng mga ibang players, they wouldn't get to travel kasi before being a flight attendant, nakapag-travel na rin ako kahit paano because of volleyball. Tried a lot of things because of volleyball, met a lot of people because of volleyball, that's important. I mean, that's the best thing for me, to meet a lot of people, to gain more connections, di ba? Yeah, so, sa volleyball talaga eh. Sabi mo, yung pag-analyze, naging analyst din ako sa volleyball. Ganyan.
I know! Actually, I was gonna mention that, parang, literally, guys, we don't call him the golden boy for nothing. Like, Josh has tried everything before he left us, guys.
Yeah.
Now, since you mentioned the whole being an analyst, kamusta naman yung being also an on-cam talent? I think that's what's so beautiful, before COVID, like about the Philippine sports industry, na as an athlete, you're not only an influencer, but you can also be, an anchor and an analyst of someone who also relays the story of the game.
Yeah.
Did you also see yourself ever, being a broadcaster?
Broadcaster, okay naman if like given a chance, but not like your level mo, iba yung level mo. Pero yeah,
No, pero,
syempre, yeah,
excuse me, analyst ka.
yeah, you just have to, kumbaga, if ever I want it, you have to like work hard, really work hard for it. Pero right now, ano ba? Yeah, more of ano naman ngayon, like business, ganyan.
Yeah.
Tapos, I'm attending like acting workshops.
Oh, wow!
Kasi gusto ko talaga mag-act. Then, so that's another side. So, abangan na lang. Let's see how far I'll go. I mean, like, pwede kong ma-offer naman when it comes to acting.
Yeah, I think you're like the perfect example of someone talaga who maximizes his youth. Just
Yeah.
when you think na, okay, there's Josh, the volleyball player. Nope, there's also Josh, the model. Meron rin Josh, the volleyball analyst. Parang, where does it stop? Like, or does it stop, Josh?
For me, hindi dapat eh. You don't stop. You always go out there to expand your horizon. Just like explore, go out of your way if you can take risks. Like leaving volleyball. Tapos wala. Talagang if you have the means, like you have everything in front of you, go get them. You just have to like keep on working hard and just trying. Kasi parang yung people, for some people, parang parang nawawala na agad ng gana.
Oo.
Diba, hindi nyo pa nga natatry eh. Why not try it first? If it's not, I don't believe that it's not yung mga pag sinasabi it's not meant for you. That's for me.
I love it. Actually, maraming excuse ng mga... Okay, fine. Huwag naman natin sabihin excuse. Some people do believe na if it's not meant for you, it's not meant for you. But
ako hindi. I don't believe in that. If it's not meant for you, then work hard for it para maging sa'yo. Parang ganun yung sa akin eh.
Where do you get that kind of mindset? I mean, what's your root? What's your... like the strength na pinanghugutan mo kaya nasasabi mo na parang, you work hard. If you want it, you go get it.
Wala, it's just that, siguro like sabi ko, I've been through a lot in life. Like my story. And then, yeah, parang ganun lang. Parang I try to focus on myself. Kasi with my story, sorry to say iba, pero parang some would say na parang dapat parang napapariwara, parang gano'n.
Oh.
Parang gano'n. But for me, I wouldn't say na gano'n. I want to do something with my life as much as possible, like to try everything, to explore.
So aside from acting, ano pa ba ang makikita namin from Josh Villanueva in the coming months? Since everything happens so quickly now.
Yun, focus ko muna yun. Tapos, yeah, like business, like cooking, ganyan, like baking, ganyan.
Oh yeah, you have your cookie business.
Yeah, cookie business.
Like I remember, tapos it's named after supermodels.
Yeah.
Diba? Yeah.
Yeah.
I am very much updated.
Yes.
But okay, I've been talking about kanina like you're modeling pa, pero ngayon, sige, pag-usapan na natin. It's so hard to be a model. People think it's just about looking pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But can you talk to us, like, I guess, about the aspects? How did you break into that industry for one? Or is it because you're tall? Because that's like also...
Yeah, that's also plus. Yeah, tapos wala. I'm just really a fan of clothes. Yeah, like I find, just like yung how you express yourself every day by wearing clothes, di ba? So yun, tapos parang I had friends na mga designers, ganyan, who said na parang just try go to the castings niya, mga ganyan, minsan mga ganyan eh. Kasi nakapag-try naman din to walk once. So that was okay na rin for me. Kasi at that time, I was playing volleyball, so medyo mahirap din.
Okay. Yeah.
Pagsabayin. Mahirap pagsabayin eh. Medyo iba kasi yung side ng modeling. Here sa Philippines, mahirap talaga.
It is. And I think I have last two questions before we wrap this up.
Yeah, sure.
You were, I guess you could say you were in the middle. If you put at the timeline of how the men's volleyball progressed here in the Philippines, from being quite unknown, struggling also to get that attraction and also respect from people, to getting the recognition after winning the SEA Games also. And now parang supposedly dapat yung UAAP season magsi-switch na. It's gonna be men's, women's, para equal, and everyone gets equal exposure.
Yeah.
How would you say, how far has volleyball come in the Philippines? And saan mo pa nakikita kung saan pa siya pwedeng mapunta?
Well, sobrang laki eh. Laki na ng like what happened sa last SEA Games, di ba, ng men's.
Yeah.
Talaga nag-boom yung name ng men's volleyball eh. And I hope na hindi lang dahil dun sa moment na yun, that's why fans are coming, and I hope they stay, di ba? I hope hindi siya medyo maging bandwagon. And then again, yun nga, ito, COVID happened, so medyo naging kumbaga stagnant ulit, di ba? So I hope na after nito, everything would be okay again. Kasi parang I heard na like some of the leagues for men's will become pro na talaga.
Yes.
Diba? And then like some of our players then, like Marcus Pejo, diba? Brian Lagunas, playing internationally. So, yeah, talagang nag-iingay na rin yung men's.
Anong masasabi mo ngayon na parang the PVL has finally signed with Signal. So, finally, I think for the first time in really forever, PSL and PVL are under one home. What does this spell for volleyball fans, for volleyball aficionados, now that wala na, alam mo yung parang kasi, the bureaucracy sometimes, also, and the competition.
Exciting din kasi parang, di ba, two different leagues, tas you're gonna put them into one, di ba? Parang more rivalry, kumbaga, di ba? More excitement sa games, mas magiging competitive kasi you have the best of the best, di ba? So, putting them together, ibang level na yun.
And as we end, last, because I just find talking to Josh so inspirational, and like it gives me strength to also explore so many things. What can you say for, I guess to give strength also to people who are too shy, I guess, to take that step forward? Because sometimes yung first step is always the hardest. And you don't seem to have a problem in it. So I think it would be nice to share your strength and kung paano mo yung nagawa. And that people can also draw strength from you. Because a lot of people look up to you.
Yeah. It's just, lang din. It's a matter of how you sell yourself to the world, kumbaga. It's how you present yourself to the world. Na parang, it's how you talk, how you meet other people, how you connect with them. Yun yung pinaka-important, like connecting with other people. Kasi you don't know kung sino yung mamimit mo and then what they can give you what kind of relationship you can have with them, ganyan, where can they help you, and then just keep on trying. There's no age limit, ganyan, as long as kaya nyo, as long as humihinga ka. So you just stop when you're dead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yun yung akin eh. Just keep on going talaga. Just, you have to be a go-getter talaga.
If you were to say, what is your selling point? What makes Josh, and how would you present yourself to the world? What is it?
Yung hindi ako nahihiya. Like when people say something positive, syempre, thank you. But if negative, well, if you would dwell on that, diba? You dwell on that to improve on yourself, but you don't dwell on that to bring yourself down. Kasi some people, they focus on it, diba?
Yeah.
And then, ayun, hanggang sa hindi na talaga na kumbaga na-improve yung sarili, na develop. Hanggang sa, hindi ayoko, sabi ng mga tao eh. Ganyan. Sabi ng mga tao, you don't think about ano yung sabi ng mga tao eh. Ano ba yung sinasabi mo? Parang,
Exactly.
yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, that gosh, thank you so much, Josh, para living proof that dreams do come true and
Yep.
that really you are the only hindrance to yourself. Like,
Yes,
that's
tama.
basically it. So thank
Yeah.
you so much for your time,
Thanks,
Josh, and for
Denise.
getting to
Thank you
catch
so
up.
much.
And I hope I get to see you as usual
Yeah.
yung line na yun, when this is all over.
Yeah, when this is all over, sana we get to see each other again. Yeah.
I know. But so far, sige, aabangan namin ang mga kalalabasan ng iyong mga
Mga
activities,
plano.
interests. Oo, baka the next, malalaman na lang namin next month or in a couple of months. May bagong movie ka na pala.
Wow. Yeah.
But not too far.
Denise, for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much, Josh.
Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.